And the goal here is we start pulling on this guy's head. Stand up, Joe. From the top of his head down to all the way to his ankles is the biggest group of oxygen-using muscles in his body. And our goal is to start pulling on this head early in a match and really start weighing on his head, with the goal that we're going to wear him out. Sammy comes in here, and he goes forehead to forehead. He fights into his left-handed head tie. Don't do that now. And he pulls hard with this left hand. And, you know, if you rep this 100 or 200 or 300 times, it becomes second nature. So come on out of there. We tell our kids every time you football snap and you don't get an attack, you're good because you're wearing the guy out. We're going to show you 2 different ways to get into a football snap. With a couple of variations. And the first thing that we do before we ever teach a kid how to football snap and how to hand fight into it is we just put their left hand on the head, talk about going forward with our foreheads together, and as soon as you feel that guy push back, pull into that football snap, make sure your elbows are tight and that you're going forward. So Sammy's going to come in here, reach up to Joe with his left hand, and he starts moving forward. When he feels resistant, he lifts his head, pulls Joe's under, and he squeezes his elbows in, and this is very important. You got to go forward. And the reason for that is when I get Joe's head here, and I'm here, most kids are going to want to pull backwards. Well, Joe's going to start fighting my hands or grabbing my elbows, and he's going to pull backwards as well. And if we both pull backwards, go ahead and pull out. You know, we end up with this. So a lot of our guys, when they first start football snapping, will find, go ahead, pull out. They'll do this because their feet are stuck in mud. They're not moving their feet. We want to go forward. As soon as you get that football snap, we're forehead to forehead. As soon as I jump his head, I'm moving forward. My chest gets heavy on his head, and I move forward. So option 1, we're just getting in there, teaching that guy the rudiments of football snap, and we'll drill that as a warm-up, you know, several times a week at the beginning of the year.